hit in the tournament, the 21st of the season, with a third-year varsity man and the junior. Gives University Laboratory a 4-point lead. It's their largest.
1 for 7 from 3 prior to that point in the last 2 games. So
Water here for Takamiya. 8 points for him. Ambrosic has as many points as he does blocks. 4 and 4. McKinney. Those junior bozos made the trip out here to McKinley, and they were loud yesterday in Salt Lake at Moanalua in that quarterfinal win over the Surf Riders. McKinney's chance now. Off there, Ahu kept the trip alive, but his outlet went to Chung. Chung had it poked by McKinney. Still loose. And Chung, how in the world did he come out of the pile with that? And Zion White went right into Kitan. Watanabe. Long on a 3. Kellner keeps it alive. Lost that ball. Still loose. Chung collides with Ahu. And a foul here on Ahu. A football game broke out.
Saw that pass over the top. Too easy, too pinpoint. Too Ahu on the finish. And McKinney, the kick to Kitan. Big hit, big 3. Great for his confidence and great for this university team.
Ahu with 2, Ambrosic with 2. That's the only ones in real foul trouble here for University Laboratory. Zion White's got a couple and a technical foul. Punahou with the win can get to their 25th HHSAA final. Their last state championship win came in 2018. Kellner. Zion White steps and almost got a chance for 3 and still go to the line for 2. And Ambrosic just picked up his 3rd foul now. It comes at the 4:41 mark of the 3rd.
Thought that was going to get called on LeBoy. Kind of interesting. I'm not sure where Ambrosic got that foul. Some body contact, looked like he went straight up. But a 3rd foul on Ambrosic.
Zion White, everyone knows about his football prowess and the 10 Division I offers, as we mentioned, but basketball came into his life first before tackle football then entered in the 7th grade. His father used to take him out to parks and work on his footwork, and he said that, you know, we lost a lot of good leadership last year, and he's following the footsteps of guys like Aston Hange and Noah Makapulai, both on football and basketball respectively. But he has that swagger, and he always finds a way to get the positive going in his mind to power him through moments. And here he is, the pull, Punahou within 1.
There's so many possible recipients. Like in the NBA, they have the most improved player. And Zion White, the jump that he made from freshman to sophomore year has been incredible. I mean, along with Tanoa Scanlon. So having 2 of the most talented young players make huge jumps in their game. That's why Punahou has been so good this season.
McKinney. Offline on a 3 and a rebound here for White. It's his 6th rebound. White, Chung. McKinney, oh, good find right there to Kellner.
Wow, beautiful read and cut by Kellner. Just got around that curl, realized he had the defender on his back, and just pushed right through, and beautiful pass again by Zion White. Woo.
Across the lane, Ahu. Too strong. Lloyd got a tip on it right to Takamiya. Punahou with a little bit more flow now here to begin the quarter.
Both of these teams, it starts on the defensive end. Punahou can get stops, they can get going.
Gonna go the other way. Foul away from the ball. It's on Lloyd on a moving screen. Darren Matsuda doesn't like that call. Gonna have to live with it though. Kellner, the recipient, on a great find from White. And Punahou's up 1. Timeout.
Popeyes has the best of both wings. Our juicy chicken is marinated to perfection with 2 distinct twists on all 8 flavors. Whether you prefer our
Rainbow Warrior Baseball, the beginning of their state series against Wichita State. Might be a little delayed by about an hour. Expected to go on at 7:30 on the Spectrum Sports side. In the meantime, we'll keep you company with basketball.
You know, we talked about it. Bob Morikuni does so much, right? His McKinley's program, the gym, a little bit of everything on the girls' side. You figure he would have gotten a call for baseball jerseys.
Yeah. Well, the equipment was on a different flight, or it hadn't arrived on island. And so game on officially at 7 o'clock on Spectrum Sports, and then first pitch at around 7:30. That's on Spectrum Sports and the Spectrum News app. McKinney, Ahu, Kitan, Ambrosic, and LeBoy. 3 of them have pretty much played every single minute. In McKinney, LeBoy, and Ahu. Help coming here. Ahu in the workhorse. 11 points already, and he traveled. Another turnover. That's number 9 here for University Laboratory.
A lot of Ahu scores has been going to his left side, especially in the first half. Now they seem to be giving him that right hand, and not as successful. Missed that finish, contested by White. Got back to the spin, got the travel. So I'm not sure if they've just adjusted or that's what's become available.
Takamiya from 17. Oh, yeah. You know what, him and Skylar Winton got a beautiful jumper.
Yeah, he squares it up nicely. You just see that arm, that elbow pushing straight through. Great follow through.
As we saw with Winton in the OI final and the semifinals as well. Great point guard for Kailua. Ambrosic has to run a long way. Zion White sticking on to him. LeBoy, right to Kitan. Kitan didn't want to pull, 7 to shoot. Ahu takes it. Good job from Lloyd. Lloyd, whose sister came through the Punahou girls program, and it rimmed out there for Takamiya. Got around at the rim. They got numbers if they hurry up and push. Here's McKinney. McKinney, who grew up in Pa'oa, so he's had to do a lot more facilitating this year. His numbers have been down, but he's been loving trying to get everybody else involved in it. Here's Watanabe. Got it. Timeout, Junior Bose. And a 5-point Punahou lead.
Takamiya coming off that handoff action. He loves that 16 to 18 footer, and it's his confidence that really just propels him. And there you see Dash Watanabe just poking his hand in, getting the deflection, popping out on the hand, and getting it past that volleyball athlete in Cole LeBoy. Nearly timed that one up perfectly, but Dash Watanabe knew what was coming.
It's a 9-0 run here for the Buff and Blue. And for Darren Matsuda's crew. 13th season as the Punahou boys head coach. Of course, him and Kelly Grant, the Marino head coach, pretty much coming in at the same time. Former intermediate coach and varsity assistant before assuming the reins. He coached the Honolulu Sharks team. Of course, last year they got to the state final, fell to St. Louis. Punahou has really been a measuring stick of consistency for all other teams that kind of emulate within the league. Very seldom are you going to find a bad or sub-500 Punahou team in the ILH.
You know, they've always had athletes. They have a lot of players that play basketball. Their Division II program's really tough. The JV, they usually do a nice job all the way up within their program. And this year, you know, just a young squad. They lost a bunch of seniors over the last couple of years. And wow, what a job this team has done.
I remember last year with Noah Makapulai and James Taris gone to graduation. Foul here after Ambrosic trying to clean up the offensive glass. This will go against Ethan Chung. Ambrosic back to the line.
University going to the glass off of that runner. Ambrosic just getting the touches, getting the tips, and errant foul on the touch.
See Dan Hale and the rest of the St. Louis Crusaders. Dan Hale, the former Punahou head coach. Ambrosic now 60% tonight, after going 94% for the tournament entering tonight. He's a pleasant man, trust us. Don't let that fool you. He's one of the nicest guys you're going to find, and athletic director at St. Louis campus. He's won a state championship too at Punahou. came in 2008. And Darren Matsuda was his assistant when he first got to Punahou in 2006.
He's really been successful wherever he's gone.
Yes. Chung found White. White traveled. Man, there are some tall athletes inside. White had not a lot of real estate to work with. Got sandwiched in between them. Turnover there.
I mean, there's so much length on both sides, but it's the intelligence of a player like Ambrosic not to overlean, just to go straight up and get the stop.
Punahou trying to double pump it to get it in. Chung runs at the rim. Big collision there. And a foul. McKinney ended up on top of Chung. His foul's on Kitan. Kitan picks up his second.
It's so scary every time you miss a shot if you're University, because this is what's coming back at you. They turn transition so quickly. Zion White in a couple dribbles is already across half court and then dumps it off to Chung, who's running the lane hard.
Chung top 10 in free throw percentage for the season at 71% for the second-year varsity man. Been really a season of learning and growing. 9 double-figure games this year, including the 18 points that he had in the quarterfinal win over Kamehameha yesterday. But Chung tonight just 5 points in his first trip at the line today. Now 5 for 7 in the tournament. Darren Matsuda, every game he has a thick packet of notes for all of these players. He is one of the more precisely prepared type of coaches you're going to find in the ILH or even in the state. Attention to detail, everything with him.
It's funny, those packets, the players probably absorb some of it, but a lot of times for coaches, and I remember doing this the same way, is that it becomes almost like a security blanket. You feel like you're preparing properly, you're going through the right thoughts to get ready for the game, and it just feels good to get it done, like it's a part of your process.
Here's Ambrosic against Chung. Ambrosic poke from behind and then foul on Watanabe. Watanabe trying to pick the pocket. Gets called for the foul. That's his first.
Ambrosic really had to work hard for that. A lot of the Punahou players just diving down. If you make more than one move, couple of turns, it ends up into something where they can strip it.
Ambrosic got it blocked by Watanabe. Zion White. Offensive foul. McKinney took the hit.
The block on the backside, but Dash Watanabe again pushing into transition. Oh boy. In real time, I really didn't think that was a charge, and I'm still not sure.
Third foul on White.
It's just the ability.
And just gave a warning on the bench here.
Yeah, I mean, a player like Zion White, how can you stop in front of him that quickly with his speed and his athleticism and get set well enough? And that's what's so hard to believe from a physics standpoint,
yeah.
Right?
A spike strip, maybe? Blow the tires? Yeah, that guy is blistering fast. He has to sit down on the bench. Punahou hit the heel on a 3, and a foul against Chung here for Punahou. So Chung picks up his third. With 8.5 to go, Ambrosic has a chance to get this down to a 2-point game.
That case, Ethan Chung was just face guarding Ambrosic on the rebound. And sometimes you tell players that you don't have to grab the rebound, but you have to stop the other guy from doing it. In that case, it looked like a hold to referee Eric Morales, thus the call.
Ambrosic with aspirations of playing collegiate ball. He'll fit in right, whether he stays here or seeks some schools on the continent. Makes it a 2-point game. A 30-second timeout taken by University Laboratory with 8.5 to go. Ryan Tonga played basketball and football at the University Laboratory School and was part of Pac-5, was coached by Daryl Gabriel on the basketball side, Don Botello as well. He spent 4 years as a coach at Marino with Blaine Geyer, who's now the co-athletic director there. He was with Garrett Gabriel, 2 on JV and 2 on varsity. Garrett Gabriel, Mililani head coach, was at Marino. In fact, he coached Ryan Hirata when Ryan Hirata was a freshman at Marino School. This guy's been a traveling man.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. And what's great is to see him here with this team at his alma mater and then making this run and trying to have these kids have the same experience he had many, many years ago.
It's a brand new hat, by the way. That was a gift from his wonderful wife for Christmas. I have yet to see that hat until today, and he didn't wear it the first 2 days of the tournament, but
custom.
Yes. 8.5 to go. Takamiya, 4 to shoot. Takamiya, nice finish at the rim, beats the clock. Tate the Great one more time, dive into the hole. 10 for him, a team high. Off we go to the fourth in this presentation of the HHSAA Division I Boys Basketball Semifinals in OC16. Continues after this.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Hawaii's Longshoremen.
Servicing our island ports are longshoremen, the men and women that nurture the lifeline to Hawaii. In ancient Hawaii, the po'ola were entrusted to manage the waterfront. Today, our longshoremen are dedicated to the traditions of the po'ola as they look out for the well-being of Hawaii. Longshoremen are also coaches, mentors, and community leaders, shaping the next generation. Proudly connecting all the islands, we are grateful to Hawaii for trusting in us to bring the goods to our people. Hawaii Longshoremen, connecting daily life, our communities, our islands.
How deep do Pizza Hut's roots run in Hawaii? Through all the decades, we know what our island ohana love. Great taste at an even better price. Like our large one-topping carry-out pizza for just $15.99. You choose your favorite topping, pepperoni, olives, sausage, or any other single topping. Our $15.99 large one-topping pizza. Order online and carry one out today. Only at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
The Support Local section in your neighborhood Long's Drugs is where we get to show off local creators and small businesses. And every item has a different story to tell, whether it's handmade products or innovative and fun designs with an island touch. Support Local is a great way to invest back into Hawaii and promote the passion and hard work of our talented makers. It's one of the many ways we can malamapono our local communities. Support Local at your Longs today.
Make Longs a part of your day.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Overall EV and Hybrid brand. Right now, you can get a $369 per month lease or 3.49% APR on a 2025 CR-V two-wheel drive sport hybrid.
Well, coming up on Saturday, we got the Texaco State Wrestling Championships from the Blaisdell Showdown style. We got a mat, we got spotlights, we got some of the best athletes in the state trying to grapple their way to glory. That comes your way Saturday, 4 o'clock on Spectrum OC16. 36-32, Punahou on top. Punahou trying to get back to the HHSAA final for the second consecutive year. They've led by as many as 8. Big bucket from Takamiya to pull that 2-point lead, then up to 4.
What's so disappointing about that for University is it came after a timeout. They called that timeout with 8 seconds and then gave up the full court layup with 8 seconds.
Punahou shooting 52% from the field. 11 to shoot here for Watanabe and the Buff and Blue. Watanabe, oh yeah, he hits a 3. His 10th of the season, the second of the tourney, and it's up to 7.
Josh Watanabe has had a great senior year, just playing within himself, affecting the games, hitting big shots. A nice job.
Got the drop step on and went right over Takamiya. Did Ahu for the bucket. Ahu's got 13 points, adding on to that total. He's got 9 double-figure games this season.
Just stay patient with that opportunity. Kept his position and held it.
Chung a bit quiet. Swirled off a miss. And a foul on Watanabe. Rebound came to McKinney.
This is late clock here, and just trying to figure something out to get the best opportunity. And Dash Watanabe comes off clean and knocks it down. Here inside, watch Ahu stay patient, just get that drop step, lock the foot behind. Takamiya had no chance.
They're wiping up the sweat on the opposite side of the floor. Quick score update, by the way. Hawaii Prep's on top 43-41 in the 4th quarter of the Division II semifinal.
That's against IAEA.
And IAEA right about a 7-point lead in that second half. IAEA, the OI champs. HPA, the BIF Division II runner-up. Foul on Watanabe. It's now his 3rd.
Not that last foul that he got, not this last one, the one prior, where he's trying to poke the ball away on rebounds, and he's gotten one on the strips on the inside. It's kind of worth it, right? With the foul reset here after the end of the 3rd quarter. That one, not so much.
Sorry, 2 quick fouls already here for Punahou and Watanabe. And Brozic got positioning, got by Chung, got the rim, and got the 2. 10 for Ambrozic.
Ethan Chung got caught in a bad spot, side fronting, and then he could not contain that backside. Ambrozic did a nice job of using his body to catch the ball and then finish.
Takamiya. And it rolled in. They can't stop him.
He's just feeling so good about that jumper. As you said, Skylar Linton is maybe the perfect example, just a mirror image, because Skylar's a lefty. Takamiya coming off confident, the righty, knocking it down.
14 for Takamiya. He's 2 away from tying his season high. Double came, swing coming. Kitan won't take that. LaBoy will. No! Loose ball came out to Takamiya, who lost it. And it's Junior Bow ball. And Alika Ahu, strong, along with Trey Ambrozic.
There you saw that seal on the post entry, then got around, used his body against Dash Watanabe. Here, getting to the reverse. Watanabe with those 3 fouls, couldn't afford to contest hard, but Ambrozic uses that length and the angles correctly.
Ambrozic, who said, you know, kind of missing out on the state tournament last year was rough. In his junior season, I asked, do you get a chance to kind of like soak it all in after missing out last year? And he just kind of like paused and just like, you know, it hasn't really hit me yet. But the important thing is to have quality rest, you know, after the tournament when it's over, not during the tournament. You want to rest during the tournament. So he's just on an adrenaline and an emotional high with this group and pushed them forward. Trailing by 5 here. Ambrozic. Zion White, rebound 9 to go along with 8 points. An aggressive rebound here from one of the best in the state in his position. And a foul. This is against Lloyd. Lloyd get called for a moving screen earlier in the half. It gets called for this one away from the ball. And that's the 3rd foul, so only 1 more to give here for Punahou in the last 5-10.
We've seen a couple of those moving screens now, and you think, you know, as physical as this game is, they let a couple of those go unless it created a significant advantage.
Inside, and it's good for Ahu. You guys can't see it right now, but some of the Terry Burger smoke from the concession stand is kind of filtering its way. It's a bit hazy on the University Laboratory side.
And it smells good.
It smells amazing. Here's Takamiya. Off a screen. Zion White got all the way to the bucket. Wow. Galloped his way to the cup. 10 for White.
Alika Ahu on the last position did a nice job of sealing Zion White, who can't afford to foul. Then right back at you comes Zion White.
Ahu again against Lloyd. Good defense from Lloyd. And Lloyd got a block. Came out to Kitan. Still plenty of time on the red clock.
Really love what Lloyd has been doing defensively, playing smart, using his body.
Counted and one for Ahu. What a finish. It's on Lloyd, just went right after the body.
Ahu attacked, went into the body, as you said, and stayed strong through the contact. He's able to do that, just over and over. Go with force, but yet control himself and use that athleticism to make those acrobatic shots.
Ryan Tong told me that he's a robot. He's just like not a ton of emotion, but he just had a big screen after the end of that bucket. Lloyd chased down the rebounds. A 3-point game, halfway home here in the fourth. The winner advances to tomorrow's Division I championship game. White lost it. It goes off of him. And it'll be junior bow ball when we come back. Down the stretch we come here in the Division I state semifinals.
Redecorating? With hundreds of factory colors and free computerized paint matching, you can find the Benjamin Moore color you're looking for at City Mill. Need something? Try check City Mill.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
Hurry, only one more month to enjoy these specials. Our popular Firecracker Karaage chicken plate is back, along with turkey neck soup. Both are top picks you won't want to miss.
Friday. High drama ahead for the last 4 teams standing. Who can survive the pressure and cement their legacy? It's the Heidi and Cook Boys Basketball State Championships, only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Friday, Hawaii and Wichita State meet up for a rematch at Les Murakami Stadium. Rainbow Warrior Baseball, only on Spectrum Sports.
All right, what we got on the menu here, McKinley? Tell you what, that's pretty good. Garlic shrimp, what? Wow, 15. That's not bad for garlic shrimp, too. And shout out Bob Cooney, all the hardworking staff. Look at that platter of musubi in the background, huh? Don't even want to dive into that. Look at that. I love it. Shout out Bob Cooney, everybody here. Sterling Carvalho in the house. He's the team videographer for Kohuku. He's been that the last few years, and the state champion football coach and the Kauai High grad in the house. Brought his Red fan, of course, came prepared. I'm not sure if he's going to be videotaping here tonight, but we've been watching this game, and it's been a fun one. 43-40. Punahou led by as many as 8. University Laboratory led by as many as 4. That came earlier in the third period. Ten to shoot for Ambrosic. Split a double. And he scored it. 12 here for Ambrosic. 3 of 9 from the field.
Last night's where he started to turn it on, especially in that fourth quarter. Scored 15 points, all 15 points of University's points in the fourth quarter.
1-point game. Chung bails out White. Ethan Chung won't take that. Takamiya, he has 10 to shoot. Chung fakes it. Takamiya takes it. Lloyd makes it. Nahua Lloyd.
Another late clock possession, and they found the bucket by sharing the ball. That's what's been so amazing, as we said, how Punahou has been so cohesive and just working together to get points.
Ambrosic, top shot, short, White the rebound. He's got 10 now, and a double-double again for Zion White. And a timeout by the Buff and Blue.
Ambrosic, you know, we talked about fourth quarter, all 15 of University's points against Kailua, and they needed him. Tough buckets like that. Takamiya's been great all game. This time decides to dish it off. Just quality minutes by Lloyd.
Punahou winning an HHSAA championship going back to 1970, their first one when Bud Scott won it. Then the great Chris McLaughlin won a couple, Ray Buck, Robin Duran. Chris McLaughlin actually won 3 in 75, 79, and in 1990. This goes to show the excellence of Chris McLaughlin on both basketball and volleyball. Then Darren Matsuda's won a couple as well. Of course, the Punahou Invitational is really starting to grow over the last decade or so, with about 16 teams on the continent and locally. Well, no, this is a program that, remember, that Sports Illustrated called the best athletic program in the country 2 years in a row, in 08 and 09, and they've maintained that level of excellence really in all their sports since then.
Yeah, I mean, tennis obviously has those legendary streaks. Yeah, cross country, track. I mean, swimming. I mean, they seem to be right there in nearly everything.
It's game 1 of our doubleheader. Game 2, we'll see St. Louis and Kahuku. 2 football powers this time on the hardwood. And Zion White, 10 points, 4-6 from the floor, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Punahou here tonight has 14 turnovers. They had 11 of them, as we mentioned, against the BIF champions yesterday. Turnovers haven't significantly hurt them just yet, though. Final 2 minutes ago. Osona off on a 3. Chance to cut it to 1 or tie here in this trip for the Junior Bows.
Osona's really been on a hot streak of 3s, especially through his last 3 or 4 games, so they wanted to get him a look there and got a pretty good one.
LaBoy. Got it. Over Lloyd. How did he get that one down?
Classic case of good defense, better offense by LaBoy.
Watanabe trying to milk some clock here. Watanabe. Probing, prodding, handed it off. Takamiya got fouled by Ambrozic. It did come from Ambrozic. It's his 4th.
Get Lloyd here in the post and against LaBoy, force him to get to that left hand, then able to turn back as LaBoy to that comfortable side over the left shoulder, shooting that right jumper.
Tate Takamiya, 15 points. He had 16 in the opening round, a season high. That one against Moanalua. This will tie a season high. He has 4 consecutive double-figure games. Back to a 3-point lead in the final 75 seconds. University Laboratory, obviously you don't need a 3, but shooting the 3 has been a struggle tonight for both teams. University Laboratory just 1 for 9. Ahu. Ambrozic against Gaudiano. Drew a double. White took it away. And a foul. They had 3 to give. Now it's down to 2. And Zion White, clutch again.
Deciding to go and help down, leaving Ahu there, able to get that out. Ahu gets a shot, but able to get enough of a hand and get the steal and the turnover.
Still a lot of options here. Ambrozic's got 4 fouls, though. Oh, my goodness. And Ambrozic, I'm not sure if he was aware of the situation, but he picks up his 5th. Oh, my goodness.
Just felt like he had to give up that foul quickly. And even the Punahou players were in disbelief. They're looking at this big scoreboard here that actually has the number of fouls per player along the side. And they're like, oh my goodness, he just fouled out.
And now, Ambrozic fouls out with 12 points and 6 rebounds. Half of those points coming at the line. Punahou did a great job defensively on him, forced him to just 3 of 10 shooting here this afternoon.
So Punahou switched up defensively, went to Galliano, taking out Lloyd against Ambrosic there on the inside. And, you know, that extra size, extra 6'6", he did a good job of staying in front. Zion White able to help down and get the strip. I mean, biggest strip, biggest moment of the game. Comes away with it.
Hawaii Prep is on top by 6, 55-49 in the 4th in the Division II semifinals. In this Division I semifinal, Ambrosic has just fouled out. And again, they're not that deep into their lineup, and they brought up Aaron Hamada off the bench a couple of times. They've only been running with 6. They do have size in that sense. They do have Ethan Kamahela-Tilber, a football offensive lineman. He hasn't played a ton of minutes this year on the floor. And there you see the University of Utah commit for football, Pupu Sepulona, and the rest of the 3-time defending state champ St. Louis Crusaders.
Speaking of Ambrosic, we said 15 points in the 4th quarter last night, all 15 points. So whoever they bring in is obviously not going to be the offensive threat that he is, but Alika Ahu has really had it going. Kua Laboy's got a couple buckets late, so they're going to have to find a way to some offense.
Taken away. Ahu gets it to go. Timeout, Junior Bose. It's Alika Ahu's night.
Just read that pass, got up, used that 6'3" frame, used the athleticism and said, I got this, don't worry about us.
Ahu told me how much he loves his family, how he plays for a lot of them. He said, you know, my grandma Nana Robinson would take me everywhere I needed to go. Baseball practice, basketball practice. So essentially he has 2 families, right? His family with Nana and his brothers and mom and dad, and he has this family too. And he has really shined with 19 points now for Ahu. Remember, he had 20 against Punahou earlier this season. That was a season high.
I mean, he's had it going kind of up and down offensively, but in the biggest moments, he's been the guy. And University has trusted him in those moments because he's not afraid of them. And you got to credit some of that to his ability to be that good in baseball. Such a mentally taxing sport and mentally tough player. As you said, like a robot, just locks in, knows his job, and goes out and gets it done. Doesn't matter the situation.
All right, 6.1 differential, foul to give here. What do you do if you're the Junior Bose? What do you do if you're Punahou here?
You just play straight up defense. I mean, you want to get some deflections, not sell out if you're University. You got to still get a stop. You'll have some time left, but you're hoping for a quick shot, hoping for a deflection and turnover, and then you'll decide later depending on what happens after half court.
In here, White almost lost it. Kitan guards him. Got it off to Watanabe. They have a lot of numbers. Takamiya fakes it, puts it up. Oh, it's off! And a rebound for Hamada. Half minute to go. 1-point game for Cinderella. Trying to get to the state final. Timeout, Junior Bose. Punahou occasionally here tonight has rushed some shots. Takamiya, hard to turn a shot down like that, but could not convert at the rim.
Yeah, tough decision. I mean, he caught it wide open, but Koala Boy closed so quickly, maybe a little bit of contact, but not a call they're going to make in that moment. So Takamiya has to decide, do I pull this out? Do I think I can get this to go? Not able to, and now we're in a situation where University has been in too many times this season.
So buzzer beaters against Punahou, Iolani, Kamehameha Maui, Kamehameha Kapalama.
And, you know, in a lot of those moments, it's gone to Alika Ahu, and he's still here. No Trey Ambrosic, but the bucket getters in these late moments have been Alika Ahu and Koala Boy on Monday night against Kamehameha Maui, getting that finish off of the dish from Trey McKinney. But they like Alika Ahu going to his left side, driving to the basket hard.
No fouls to give here for Punahou. It's Ahu in the paint. Ahu in trouble, Kitan. 15 to go for McKinney and the Junior Bose. Trying to get to the final for the first time since 1988. LaBoy, no! White the rebound and a foul. The last to give, 5.7 to go.
They stopped the first attack, and here Punahou Lloyd just staying in front, staying physical, contesting that shot all the way to the hand. It just rolls right off.
Now you got a foul here if you're the junior Bows. Both teams in the bonus. And University Laboratory without a timeout, and now a timeout. Darren Matsu had to run all the way to the University Laboratory side because they couldn't hear him or see him. Wow. Darren Matsu, a pretty good shooter in practice, by the way. He got some speed out there. Look how close this came.
Oof. Yeah, Cole LeBoy got it to the spot he wanted. He likes going over that left shoulder, shooting that right-handed jump hook, and Lloyd held his ground, forced the spin, and contested the shot, and Zion White cleans up that rebound.
5.7 to go. Punahou hanging on and clinging to a 1-point lead. 47-46. Coming up, game 2 of our doubleheader, it's Kahuku. And again, we do have video replay here in the state tournament, and it only occurs on a game-winning shot. But right now, Punahou has the ball, and so that situation's still alive. And remember, the state tournament replay has only been used once. That came in 2019. When it was to determine that a Kamehameha three-point would-be timed field goal was after the buzzer. And so we're all ready if it comes to that point.
So be clear here, University actually has the possession arrow, so a jump ball ends up back in University's hands.
Gotta get it in. No timeouts here for the junior Bows. And now Watanabe will take time. And again, they've been through some nail biters earlier this year. The winner of this game will play either Kahuku or St. Louis. It's the third meeting in the tournament. Hard to believe that these two programs, and it always comes to an effect where St. Louis has a really good time and a really good year back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s at times, and Kahuku's just been on a down year. This time, they're both fairly good, and the average margin of victory in the tournament has been 13. St. Louis in their 21st HHSAA semifinal, and Kahuku is seeking a final appearance for the first time since 2018. St. Louis has won the last 10 HHSAA tournament games, winners and consolation bracket games included. So that's what's at stake here for these teams. What are you expecting here for Darren Matsuda?
So Punahou still has one more timeout in the case that things don't go right again. But what I like as an option is putting Zion White deep like they did. He was a little too deep on that last one because him on a full sprint coming to the ball late, if they open up a side, is a great option on the catch. He's not a great free throw shooter, however, but they just need to get the ball in, and it's going to take some time off.
.7, got it into Hosoda. Hosoda this year is 79% at the line, but these will be his first free throw attempts of the tournament. And regardless of what happens here, it'll still be a one-possession game. But if you're University Laboratory, you got to get a play in here, in your mind at least, to take it up the floor for a would-be game-winning or maybe game-tying.
Yeah, in general, they keep it pretty simple. It's likely to be Aliga Ahu driving it all the way to the basket, looking for a dump-off potentially to Cole LeBoy. So Punahou, make or miss, important to wall back up and understand what you need and what you can give up. So 2-point game now, a drive to the basket can tie it. And 3 beats you, so you got to understand that as well.
And typically, it might have been a play for Ambrosic.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the guys at that height that can get a shot off, no matter how you're guarded.
But he's out because of his 5 fouls. Hosoda to make it a 3-point game. Can only tie it here. Will Cinderella live to fight another day? Ahu to tie it. It's off. Punahou advances to the state final. And the Buff and Blue will get another chance to hoist the state trophy tomorrow night. What a game. Down to the end, and Punahou wins it 49-46. And will play for the Division I